Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Wrath of the Righteous with me, Bring It On. Let's return to Dresden and speak to Seelah. Seelah sits quietly with her hands clasped together. She sighs softly, and there's a faraway look in her eyes. You can see from her troubled expression that something is bothering her. But there you are, Donald. I'm just here, waiting. Arsenault is going to unite the souls and the bodies. Just a little longer, we can put all of this behind us. She falls silent, looks down at her hands despondently. How long will we have to wait? Not long. Arsenault is just taking a few precautions. She wants to make sure everything goes smoothly when the souls return to their bodies. She'll call us when everything is ready. What's bothering you? Where do I even start? There's a lot on my mind. But hey, Donald. There's something I have to ask. All of these souls will be returned to their bodies soon, and that means Curl will be free. But what if it's confirmed that he really did work with the cultists? What will you do to him? I like to hear his side of the story before I make a decision. But suppose he does admit to working with the cultists. Seelah is not willing to let the matter go. What if he claims that he was forced to help them, that they threatened his life? What then? I know it's all hypothetical, but I'd like to know what you would do. This is really important to me. See, I wish this wasn't chaotic. I feel like this could be the good option, but... Yeah, Curl is a victim. He might have made some bad decisions, but I doubt he'd willingly surrender his body to a demon. Seelah nods. Her face is unreadable. But let me ask you something else. How do you feel about me, and the part I played in all of this? I talked to everyone going to the Houndheart's camp to get the ring, but I talked everyone into going. I protected Curl from Elin's blade and saved his life. I'm the reason he, or rather, the demon that took his body, got away. It's my fault that we didn't find out about the jewelry being dangerous. We could have prevented the theft of so many other souls, if it hadn't been for me. When we were in the Molten Scar, Jada told me that I was the reason she deserted. She said that I had pushed her to play the hero, take on challenges she wasn't prepared to face, and that's why she fled in panic. I mean, that's how we become stronger, right? We rise up against adversity. Some people can't handle it, some people do, and they're better for it. Yet in the end, she found the strength to change. She didn't break, she became a better person. To be honest, I never seen her more proud and confident when we defeated Sunhammer. I'm just glad I managed to remain friends with Elin. We're able to help him and Kiana, even though they were tangled up in the schemes of those demon-worshipping cultists. I guess everything's turned out alright. We'll get the souls back, everyone will come back to life, and we'll put all of this behind us. When I took my oath as a paladin, I swore to guard the honor of my fellows, have faith in them, and learn the weight of my sword. And I've done those things. So maybe I should stop worrying about what Sunhammer told me before his death. He was just being spiteful, right? His words are full of poison, not truth. And paladins are immune to poison, starting at level 3, I think. Seelah falls silent, as she turns to you. So, what is the weight of my sword? Only idiots think they are infallible. I may not be the smartest person in the room, but I hope I have at least some measure of self-awareness. I need to reflect on everything I've done, or what kind of person I've become. Yeah, I don't care for that. But I think she can become a Hell Knight, and the epilogue. Option 4. You follow your heart. You always try to help others and do the right thing. There's no reason for you to feel ashamed. You have done nothing wrong. And really, Elin attacking Curl there was jumping the gun. That's not justice. I mean, that's mob justice. One person can't be judge, jury, and executioner. Seelah's eyes brighten. Thank you. I needed to hear that from you. Greetings, Commander. I'm glad you are here. We're ready to return the stolen souls to their bodies and bring these poor people back to life. We'll need to help them get over their initial shock, and your presence will undoubtedly help ease their transition. First, however, I need your companion. Seelah. Everyone is waiting for you. Seelah gets to her feet. Me? Why? Because we wanted you to set the souls free. We all agreed that you should be the one to do it. After all, you saved these people. You should be the one to bring them back to life. I'm standing right here. You're confusing me with someone else. I'm Seelah the Block-Headed Paladin. I'm no hero. Like I said, it was a collective decision. We all agreed that it should be you. The loved ones of the victims, the Houndhearts, myself. And I'm not going to go back and ask them to find someone else. So stop arguing, and let's go. And then he cannot fall into each other's arms, heedless of everyone else around them. Seelah smiles broadly. Come on, let's give them some space. Clear your throat. I'm glad that the two of you are alright. Yes, it feels good to be married. Kiana smiles. Although I sometimes forget that I am a married woman, since Elin is always off fighting in the crusade. Hey now, keep Jody at bay. For soldiers like me, a lot of families would lose their loved ones. It won't be long before the demons are defeated. I truly believe our victory is near. But for now, I must keep on fighting. Well, I just want to say, thank you, Commander. Thank you for everything you have done for us. We'll accept your gratitude in the form of strong drinks. We'll wait to celebrate until after we've defeated the demons. So long, friends. Enjoy this moment of happiness, but don't get too carried away.
We should move. I'm gone.
You see Carl standing among those who've been rescued. He's looking around awkwardly, shifting from one foot to the other, as if he's not sure what to do with himself. When he notices you and Seelah, he pales slightly, but takes a step forward. Thank you so much for saving me from the demons. I want to hear your side of the story, but you need to tell me the truth. Carl bows his head. Alright, I'll tell you. I met this guy before the attack on Canabras. He said he felt sorry for me. We talked about the Condemned, about how awful the Crusaders were to me. He told me that I should take matters into my own hands, that I should be my own master and decide my own fate. When the demons attacked Canabras and the city fell into chaos, he found me again. He introduced me to a few of his pals. He called himself a Templar of the Ivory Labyrinth. He told me to spy on the Crusaders who were trying to take back the city. I didn't want to help them, but they threatened me. They even cast a spell on me. I don't know what it was, but it felt like torture. I curled up, hey curl, and sobbed like a baby. They told me that the city belonged to them now, that they'd kill me if I didn't cooperate. So I agreed, but I didn't want to. I swear, I really didn't. I wanted to run away. I thought if I could just get some money, I could escape the city. I could go far, far away, somewhere they'd never find me. The Crusaders could deal with those cultists. I just wanted to be free. That's when I had the idea to steal Aylin's ring. It was worth a small fortune, and I needed the money. I didn't want to hurt Elin. I didn't want to hurt any of you, but I didn't know what else to do. So I took the ring, and, well, the demon took control. I guess you know the rest. I was stuck in the ring, and that scumbag stole my body. Darn it, Curl. You could have told us you're being threatened by cultists. We would have helped. But I wanted freedom, Seelah. Curl sighs sadly. I'll be honest with you. I'm not much of a crusader. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad I met you, Elin, and Janna. I couldn't ask for better friends. But I'm not cut out for war. I don't like fighting demons, and I don't want to die. That's too heavy a sentence for a simple thief. Seelah glances at you and says quietly, he has a point. The punishment should fit the crime. A harsh sentence won't change what's happened, and it won't turn him into a better person. And after everything he's been through, if I let you go, what will you do? You see a flicker of hope in Curl's eyes. We can bet I'm not going to steal or hobnob with cultists. I swear. I'll swear it on anything you like. I've been thinking about Canabras. It'll take a long time to rebuild the city, and I'm sure they could use an extra pair of hands. I could be a laborer until I learn an honest trade. So, I'm a little split. I could take the lawful option because I am a lawful good paladin, and he should probably be punished for committing treason during a war that could end the world. On the other hand, this is the second out of 2 instances with the condemned causing corruption. So we had Staunton and we have Curl. So the condemned themselves are just a breeding ground for traitors and cultists, which you think would have been obvious from the get-go. So I think I'm going to let him go because I think having your soul stolen is probably punishment enough. It's probably reminiscent of death, which is typically the punishment for treason. So I think you've been punished enough. I'm granting you a full pardon. You're free to go. Curl looks at you suspiciously. Really? I mean, is that the honest truth? Yep, the most honest of truths. Cheer up, lad. It'll all work out for you. I say this is one former thief to, hopefully, another.
We do it my way.
You can't have an organization like the Condemned on the front line of a war like this. It's not a good idea.
It's time to act!
Because all that's going to do is ostracize that group. And guess who's looking for ostracized, marginalized groups of people? The cultists. Good days and clear skies. What do you say? Where are we off to today? How do you feel now, after the whole story with the Stolen Souls, Sunhammer, and the League of the Inspiring Cart? Seelah shrugs vaguely. My thoughts are so complicated. My dumb brain can't even handle them all. It's good it's all over now. And it's good that all those whose souls were stolen have been saved. But I can't stop wondering if it could have ended in a better way. Did I mess up somewhere along the line? Well, if you did, then I did. I'm flawless, so I know that's not the case.
My skills are absolute. I'm off! I am never wrong.
Also, yeah, Seelah's final quest is the only one that I remember not having voice acting at some point. I guess because the other companions are involved. You know, Curl, Janna, and Elin. They want to incorporate voice acting into them when you would have had voice acting for the other companions at that stage. Alright, approach of Harmonden's army. The scouts have sighted an army under the command of Captain Harmonden, a conspirator and traitor. They'll soon be arriving in Dresden. The military council has summoned the commander to an urgent meeting. Idle. Many recruits are eager to serve under the command of a legendary reconnaissance officer, but also eggs them on to accept death-defying missions. As dozens of soldiers have lost their lives trying to earn his approval, the other officers are asking the commander to intervene. I was going to do, we can forbid it, which will get the prudent feat. Units unaffected by flanking. Encourage the behavior. Recruitment growth for all trainable units from the main archer range and main stables increases by 20%. All trainable units in the main barracks receive the vulnerable feat. Unit has a -2 penalty to armor class. Assign the best warriors to the unit, best of the best. 4 honor guards are recruited at the commander's headquarters, which... Okay. Or send the officer to look for recruits in Mendev. Famous Recruiter's Decree. Recruitment growth for trainable units increases by 25% for 24 days. Yeah, we'll look for volunteers. We don't want to punish this guy by sending him off. And we don't want, you know, the average Joe Schmo to go there. But what's, well, I guess we still the same. Yeah, let's go ahead and assign the best warriors to the officer's unit. We'll get best of the best. I'm not going to use those units, but... After the commander had picked the worthiest fighters to serve under the officer's command, his unit became the best in the whole army. Sounds like a kid writing that. They were the best and bravest soldiers ever. These soldiers are capable of completing even the most difficult tasks. What if that unlocks them as a mercenary unit? Alright, the fate of Namaris' burning brand. The craftsmen of the Crusade are willing to reforge Namaris' burning brand into a weapon filled with his flaming fury. Now to choose what it'll be made into. So we can do a Bardiche because that's what Woljif uses, but I remember this Bardiche, it's like you have to attack so many times and it inflicts a burn effect or whatever. It's not going to work with Woljif's build, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to do a Trident because I think Tridents are cool, even though I never use them. They are one of my favorite weapon types in the game. And we're going to sell it anyway, so... Alright, a skilled blacksmith reforged the steel brand into a fearsome weapon. Easy peasy. Alright, the fate of the Face Dealer's Mask will issue that decree. Military exercise. The Rite of the Wary showed that even the staunch and loyal at first glance troops can be struck by morale decay and need supervision. Regular military exercises will keep the soldiers and officers in good shape, provide them with useful experience, and most importantly, prevent them from thinking too much about harmful ideas. That's partially useless because Atsuna's already max rank. So only getting 50% of the effect. I could hire a bunch of other generals and then, oh. A commander. The troops from Nerosian have arrived. As planned, we'll let them enter Dresden and then trap them. Once the soldiers heard of Captain Harmonden's criminal plans, they turned him in without hesitation. The execution was carried out on the spot. Praise Iombade. We avoided carnage between the Crusaders, but I grieve for Harmonden. He was an honorable soldier, was he? Was he? Was he? Even though he lost his way. Yeah, that's a little naive. The heart of the mutiny has finally been cut off. I'm satisfied. When the war is over, We'll drink to old Harmondon and toast how kind it was of him to die without interfering with our plans. However, there's also the important matter of what to do with the officers drawn into Harmondon's conspiracy. Did they pose any danger? None. They're unaware of the crime they were supposed to commit. I can't deny the possibility that they would have followed Harmondon's orders, as they spent many years under his command, but he's gone now, isn't he? If they don't know, and he's sure that they didn't know, they may continue their service. No harm will come to them. I praise your mercy, Commander. I see why your troops are ready to follow you to the ends of the earth, or even to the abyss itself. Plus, we're in the final push. Getting rid of part of the chain of command. It's probably not ideal at this point. Now, this council, and you personally, have achieved the impossible. You've restored our morale and brought unity and order. You never listened to malicious detractors and stayed true to your cause, working one step at a time, building a determined and unshakable army, one that can defeat the forces of the abyss. A few years ago, none of the Crusaders could have even imagined that the cause would amass this kind of power. At times, you built your war machine through very unconventional methods, but it would be foolish to deny their effectiveness. The results speak for themselves. Your army is a thing of beauty, alright. Can't buy one like it with money. It's built by unique talent. Perhaps you're a genius in that regard. On second thought, forget I said that. No need to spoil you with praise. I'm certain that no one will ever dare plot against you, Commander, or even doubt you. Let's put an end to this mutiny, and deliver the final blow to the abyss. Lead us forth, Commander. Don't tell me what to do.
Sometimes I want to be like you, Nenio. I want to learn how to forget things I'd rather not think about. Some of my memories are a heavy burden to bear.
In my expert opinion, you enjoy contemplating your past and the results of your actions, and conducting self-analysis. If you truly wanted to forget, you would have done it already.
Actually, we can just leave and take care of stuff outside of here. We need to decide on where we're going to head next. Alright, first things first. There you go. Oh, whoops, those are hedge knights, not cuirassiers. That's alright too. We'll send those back. We can create another bastion. Probably for the last barrier. I think we have to do it from the actual campaign map, don't we? It's a good thing they didn't make it tedious. Yeah. Best of the best. So many soldiers wish to serve under the command of a certain... Oh, this is not repeatable. Yeah. Many soldiers wish to serve under the command of a certain illustrious officer. By assigning the most capable warriors to his unit, the commander will gain a strong and unified combat force. Logistics reform, we'll go ahead and do that. And then... we want... where's it at? Last barrier. Upgrade that, and then buy some stuff. Do the... oh. Sorry, I was landing away from the microphone. I want the teleporter first. Well, Shrine is good too. Teleportation circle. Mercenary Guild. Hall of Glory, and... Supply Center, I guess. Alright, let's get out of here and head back out. I need to decide... I guess we could head towards Finian's quest next. That's a good deal's west, so...
We do it my way.
And we're going to continue walking instead of teleporting. There's still 2 more inventories for the skeletal salesman, not marksman, that I'd like to look at. So we also have the Murky Grotto we can still do, but I'd rather knock out some of these narrative quests first. So yeah, we've got 2 over here. We have to choose between top and bottom, though. Yeah, I think we're going to start heading towards the Bladesmith Workshop. Having dealt with the demons, the Crusaders discover a Sarkorian city that was turned into a necropolis. Among the sand and bleached bones, the soldiers find some ancient treasures. The attendants are already planning vast excavations. They believe that even after months of work, they'd still keep finding all kinds of valuables here. Daily income increased, material points times 10. Let's go loop around here. And then head this way. That should be the last 2 armies. Them over here. And send them... let's see. That. Alright, I'm going to call it here. Next time we're going to start heading kind of southwest. Our next 2 objectives will be the Spinner of Nightmare's Den and the Bladesmith Workshop. We also have Eyes, but I don't want to do that quite yet. It's kind of the culmination of this chapter until... well, we do that one, then there's one more. Technically, chapter 6, but it's very short. So, I'm going to call it here for now. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.